Okay, it's definitely dairy day around here. On this video, I'm going to show you how to make ricotta cheese. And it is so simple. You need 4 cups of milk, 2 cups of cream, and put it in a pot and you bring it to a boil, which I have done. And I have sterilized everything. I boiled it to sterilize it. Anyway, so you bring this to a boil and then shut off the heat. Don't give it a little stir. And then to this, you're going to add two tablespoons of distilled white vinegar. Now, you could use any type of vinegar, to be quite honest. White wine vinegar works. But you're going to add that to it, and what that's going to do as it cools is it's going to separate out the curds from the whey. And it's already beginning to do that. Let me see if I can bring this a little bit closer. Don't get dizzy. See how it's getting, that's the curds forming in this. Ricotta actually means twice cooked, or cooked again. And what would happen is they would make cheese, and then they would take the whey, which is the liquid part, add the acid, which is the vinegar, to it, and draw out the rest of the proteins out of that liquid. We're bypassing the first part mainly because I'm waiting on my brother-in-law to get his bees so I can have some wax, so I can make some aged cheese and stuff like that. But that probably won't be for another year. I would love to have bees too, but I have an amazing family. My sister-in-law cans and makes jellies and jams, and my brother-in-law, well, my sister doesn't know how to cook a goose, and I've got a goose in my freezer and apparently another one on the way. So, yeah, I love my family very much, and not just for the food. Anyway, the other thing we're going to add to this is about a teaspoon of salt. We're just going to stir that in, and that will dissolve, and we're going... Now we just set that aside and let the curds form, and I will show you what to do with that later on. Okay, so I realized same shirt, yogurt, cheese. This is all about cheese and ricotta. So I'm going to try and turn this down a bit. And I hope you can see how clumpy this has become. Now, what we're going to have to do on this is get out the best way to do this is you get a strainer and some cheesecloth. I'm out of cheesecloth, and it is very expensive. Well, my aluminum foil, my saran wrap, all that type of stuff, I buy industrial size. So it's like $100 per thing, and the cheesecloth is no exception. So, what I do have is a fine mesh sheave. Oh, remember romper room? Romper, stomper, bumper do. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to have a container, and I'm going to turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. And I've got the sieve here, and so we're going to pour this through a fine mesh sieve. Like I said, if you have cheesecloth, oh, I used to have it all the time. Right now, I can't afford it, so. But that doesn't mean you can't be smart. buy a gallon of milk, make half of it into $3 worth of cheese, and then drink the other $3. That's twice the value. Now, we're going to do this, and it will take a while because you want all the liquid to drain out. And remember, save that liquid because of all the B12 vitamins in it. So, I'm going to shut off the camera because this takes a while, and I'm trying to make the videos less time consuming. So, anyway, we'll be back in a little while. Okay, so now the ricotta cheese is done. This is the container I use, and about half of it, you can see it sloshing around in that. That is part of the whey, and you can actually go back and pull more out. I live by myself, and I ended up with about 2 cups. This lasts about 4 or 5 days, so that's a lot of cheese to eat in 4 or 5 days, but it is so good. The whey, like I said, is same with the yogurt, filled with tons of B12. At some point, I'm going to take this to the next step and make some hard cheeses. Oh, turn that up a bit. Some hard cheeses like cheddar and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm waiting on my brother-in-law. He's actually one of those, when he says he's going to do something, he does it. Actually, all of my in-laws are like that, except for one, but we won't go there. Anyway, but my brother-in-law is wanting to get some bees. If he doesn't hurry up soon, I'm going to have to do it myself so I can have some wax and make some cheddar and some hard cheeses that are preserved for long term. But right now, this is, yeah, it's kind of hard to see because of the lighting. This is really creamy. Now you can, and I may do this yet with some of this. Go rinse off the strainer and then put it all back in there and let it re-drip. Excuse me, and make a drier cheese. That's up to you, how you like it. It depends upon the time so that you're wanting to put into it. Right now, this is what I'm looking forward with my eggs that I'm going to have for breakfast. So, anyway, y'all have a wonderful night, and tomorrow I've got something else, and I guess the camera not recording something last night worked out well because I needed some yogurt and stuff to show you how to garnish it. So in the long run, it all works out wonderful. All right, good night.